What's going on, guys? Thank you for coming back to another episode of Cobra TV, and today we're going to talk about what's going on so far, what we're waiting for. Some of the topics I'm going to cover is Emily from eTark Forums, phases 2 and 3, what that means for us. There's a little bit of confusion that I have with phases 2 and 3, and a few other things. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with Emily. So ever since Emily's last blog post, where she had the little time difference on her face cam there, she has disappeared. The last time she was seen on eTark Forums was on July 6th, and her last post was on July 4th. And she hasn't been seen ever since. Now, a lot of people are like, well, okay, well, it said Waking Titan complete. eTark is, she's done. She's no longer needed in the ARG. And there's also a lot of theories that, you know, this plays into the role play of Super Lumina. Maybe she was from the future, interacting with the past. But Waking Titan is not complete, as it said on the screen when after the broadcast on Howard Stern. It says that the completion of Waking Titan will be in August on the PDF that SM wrote, who we are all speculating pretty confidently that that's Sean Murray. But I think the thing to look at on this PDF is it says it's important to mention that we are very excited by the coming phase 2 and 3. Input from the Mercury subroutine will pave the way toward new experiences in version 1.3 of a familiar universe. So if we take a look at June 2nd, I believe is when WakingTitan.com went live. I mean, Project WT was live before that. But the real puzzle, I guess, I don't know, let's just, to make it easy, June 2nd. From June 2nd until the Howard Stern broadcast, that's how long phase 1 was. So there's two options. Phases 2 and 3 are only going to be a week each, or phases 2 and 3 are going to be just as long, and we're going to have to complete phases 2 and 3 within the game, with this ARG, or that you know, we refer back to completion of Waking Titan in August. Now, there's many ways you could look at that. Waking Titan could be complete in August when we get the update, the 1.3 update, and phases 2 and 3 could be separate from the completion of Waking Titan, or phases 2 and 3 could be two separate updates that we're going to get, or two separate puzzles that we're going to have to do in the game. It's really confusing. I think the most obvious of the speculation would be that phases 2 and 3 are just going to be a week long, and I think that from July 21st, Elizabeth said that it was going to get a little bit tougher for us, and these next two phases could go rather quickly. It's also interesting to note that before that PDF starts, where he talks about we want to extend gratitude to everyone, it says Engineering Notes Alpha 2621. Everything about this update 1.3, the Waking Titan, this PDF, it's all so cryptic, and it's you know, it's like it's designed to sit there and make you question while you're sitting there in the dark or tossing and turning in bed, like, what does it all mean? But then we have the Atlas level 4 passes, 10,000. So in the email that we all got, it says, what to do now? You are not required to do anything more to take part in the next phase of Waking Titan. You've already joined the Citizen Science Division, and you'll receive key updates on the program as they occur. But if you would like to do more, then you could visit Citizen Scientist Survey and answer a few questions. This important data will help us to conduct a more rigorous set of tests. So your cooperation is tremendously appreciated. This will also grant a higher degree of participation going forward. Once you're done, we'll give you a Citizen Scientist class designation. You may also be selected to receive a level 4 Atlas Pass in the mail. Our supplies are limited, so we'll be randomly distributing them. Our apologies if you are not selected. So I can see why everybody was thinking that this was like a closed beta, because that right there sounds like it. But Hello Games has confirmed that it's not a closed beta, because it does say this important data will help us to conduct a more rigorous set of tests, so your cooperation is tremendously appreciated. This will also grant you a higher degree in participation going forward. So I get it. I understand why everyone thought it was a beta testing, but it's not. So it says that we will receive these Atlas 4 passes in the mail. It doesn't say email. And if you go to the survey, one of the last questions is, would you like to receive a physical level 4 Atlas pass? Please note the supplies are limited. You will be contacted if you are selected. So it definitely sounds like these are physical and there are no digital or no email copies of this Atlas 4 pass. There's nothing to imply that anywhere whatsoever. It says physical level 4 Atlas pass. You will be contacted if you are selected, and the other previous one said we're sorry for those of you that are not selected. So nobody has reported on addresses being asked for these Atlas passes, and July 21st actually looks like it's going to be the start of the next phase 2. So even if they wait until July 21st to ask for addresses, it looks like the Atlas passes, sending 10,000 out in the mail might get to you in time for the update. So really confusing with the level 4 Atlas passes, really super confusing on what they do. A lot of people have speculated that they are going to be like parts to the puzzle for the ARG, or roles that you could play in the ARG that are, going to be like separated into groups, like all the 2s over here, all the 3s over here, which was talked about by a couple of my subscribers on the subcast, Cult and I think Bear Hugger 29. But really confusing. The whole thing is really confusing. Phases 2 and 3, if they're not a week long, then it doesn't look like there's enough time before August when we get the update. And I'm pretty sure Hello Games would not wait past August to actually give us the update. Past the anniversary of No Man's Sky, I don't see them doing that. So phases 2 and 3 have to be short, or they're as long as phase 1 and they're played in the game, which I think would be super, super fun if that's the case. And with Elizabeth going live on Twitch and complete and utter roleplay of the ARG, talking about how they're on the brink of discovering something new with Atlas. So she didn't break character, although she was a little bit nervous, you could tell, but she didn't break character. So the Atlas Foundation has not messed up yet. And remember, keep in mind, the tape that I received, the woman on there said a voice will call out to you a puzzle that needs to be solved, that has no answer or something like that, and said, well, I'm going to play the clip real quick for you.
One day, your voice will speak to you, telling you of something, some signal that needs answering. It will tell you of some secret at the heart of reality. Some puzzle that needs to be solved unless all life falls into decay and oblivion. Do not listen to it. If all the world is a lie, then nothing is true, not even an explanation. Abandon it. Abandon me. It is inevitable.
So we have something on my tape of 9/16 that's telling us not to participate. I don't know. Like I said, the whole thing is crazy. It is designed to where you have more questions than you have answers, and it's so super interesting. I want to know what you guys think down below of Emily. Where is she? What could have happened to her? And what you think the Atlas level 4 passes are going to do. And I want to know your opinion on phases 2 and 3. Are they going to be short? Are they going to be played out in the game? I'm curious to know what you guys think. So let me know down below on anything that's on your mind, and I will jump down there and get into the conversation with you. As always, I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming back to Cobra TV, and I will see you all in the next video. Until next time.